everybody. Do you want to know what really pisses me off?
Is it your show?
Yeah, it's a series that I created when I was 16 years old, and I'm now 31 years old, and it's still going on to this very day. But yeah, so last time, me and Vandalia were trying to get through as many of my old episodes as possible, but due to time constraints, we only got up to episode 6. And I'm inferring that because we have episode 7 right here in front of the screen. So yeah, we're also here with a special guest, Junebug Films. Because of technical difficulties, it's a little bit weird. So you don't see him on Lamont's side, but you see him on my side here.
Yeah, you gotta love. Have you ever done? Have you done an episode on this yet?
Junebug,
No technical difficulties.
I did do a rant on technology. That was episode 8, which is the episode right after this. But hey, I am totally all for doing like a technology part 2.
Oh, that's awesome. So before we start, a little recap. What is things that piss you off the series?
Could you repeat that? Sorry.
As a recap, what is things that piss you off the series?
Junebug. Okay. When I said repeat that, I wasn't asking you. I was asking Lamont. Oh, it's all right. I guess I should have been more precise about who I was asking. So, okay. So, Vandalia, what was your question again?
As a recap, what is things that piss you off the series?
Okay, so it's a series of rants where I play an exaggerated version of myself, where I rant about normal life, everyday things that piss me off. But it's a comedy sketch series. So yeah, it's a series I've been doing since I was 16 years old, and I'm now in my 30s. So I guess, that shows how much time has passed, and you can definitely see the quality of the series improving over time. I mean, you have to keep in mind, I started it when I was 16 years old. I didn't have a job. I didn't have any money. So yeah.
All right. Let's see. So, can you see if you can hear this or not?
Okay. Yep. Oh my god, 17-year-old me.
Turn that crap music on! Thank you! Oh my god! Do you want to know what really pisses me off? Country
my
music!
old room in my parents'
I can't
house.
stand it! Oh my god! I hate country music! You want to know what really sucks for me? My brother and my dad freaking love country music. And do you want to know what really sucks even more? Whenever I'm in the car with them, they always make me listen to country music. And it makes my ears bleed! And that's just the beginning of it. Now, all my friends are starting to like country music. Whenever I'm in the car with them, guess what they make me listen to? Country!
Oh no,
Whatever happened to the days when everyone liked rock music? What happened to those days? What happened to your brain cells? Why does everyone like country music now? Even freaking Hot 1019 is playing country music now.
I pause it.
What are they?
Oh yeah, so Hot 1019 was the same radio station that I mentioned in episode 1. And then because I mentioned them, episode 1 got played live on the radio on Hot 1019. So I was hoping that, okay, if I mentioned them again, maybe it'll get episode 7 to play live on the radio. And sadly, that wasn't the case. But I'm like, hey, at least I got episode 1 played live on the radio. So yeah, to those who don't know, Hot 1019 is the #1 radio station in my area. Like, if you want all the really, really mainstream songs on the radio in my area, Hot 1019 is the radio station to tune into. So yeah, so to all my fans who are wondering, what is this Hot 1019 I'm mentioning? So it's something that you would understand if you lived in my area.
So, do you still hate country today?
Funny you say that. I don't hate it as much anymore. And what's ironic, we almost got a country music artist to do a song for the third movie, and it's just a shame that that didn't work out, because that would have been hilarious if we got that. And we totally were going to make a joke about that, but since that didn't work out, uh, that is really ironic considering this episode. But yeah, I will admit country is not my favorite genre, but I definitely will admit that it definitely has grown on me ever since then.
Yeah, same with me. In middle school, I hated country because it reminded me of square dancing. We did square dance every year in middle school. One year I had a bad experience with that, so this country music, square dancing, that. But then I went through I call it my, not really goth phase, but I wore black, listened to depressing music, and nothing was more depressing than country. So I was listening to country music and wearing black a lot in my high school years to my early college years. And I had a crush on Leanne Rimes, which was the country music star at the time, about my age.
Okay.
Plus, I like Tim McGraw too. He's pretty good. So other than that, yeah, I had a little phase of hate country, like country, and then now I'm just whatever.
So Vandalia, just to do a sound check. Are you able to hear Junebug Films on my end?
I am not.
Shoot. That's really surprising because it's coming from my own computer. So, okay, then
I'm lucky that I can hear you.
Okay, then I guess I might have to call my phone. I guess I'll have to grab out my phone tripod. So.
What? I don't know if you can hear me or not.
I'm so sorry about the technical problem, people.
But Junebug, if you can hear me, just you can always type in chat, and the thing will appear on the screen.
Yeah,
yeah, you can hear us.
He might have to do that. So, but if all else, I did grab my phone tripod just so in that way that I won't have to be awkwardly holding my phone.
Yeah, you can always type in chat to double for my audience.
Technology, you gotta love it, right?
Yes, that's why you gotta have another episode about this topic, about what we're doing right now.
Okay, so what I guess I can do, I can mute his mic on here, just so in that way that he can still see it, but I could just call him.
All right.
I might have to do that. Sorry, people, with the technical problems. We have to do some serious mental gymnastics just to make this work.
Obviously, I can't get this phone right now. Please leave a message when I need me.
Okay, weird. It went straight to voicemail.
Yes, this is definitely a good topic to do now.
Oh my god, technology. Wait. Hello? Hello.
I can hear him now.
Okay, okay. Might have to turn my fans off just so we can hear.
You should probably change your avatar name from Eric to Eric and Junebug.
Yeah, I might have to do that. I don't. Okay, I don't know where I go to change that. So.
Well, one of my favorite parts of this episode is you take a jab at Kenny Chesney, which he definitely deserves it.
And just out of curiosity, why do you not like Kenny Chesney?
fan of bro country. If I want country music, I want Johnny Cash, maybe some Hank, the Hanks, Jerry Reed, Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson. I want real country music, not bro country. I don't want to hear a song about how you want to bang your tractor.
Okay, I'm also gonna go grab my Bluetooth speaker so that we can hear him better. So I'll be back.
Okay.
So sorry about the technical problems, people.
So Junebug, if you can hear me, what's your opinion about country then and now?
I think that country has just kind of lost its outlaw edge a little bit, because that's more the genre that I like, the Johnny Cash, the Waylon Jennings, Jerry Reed.
Yeah.
The biggest problem with bro country is now it's just a bunch of, I think they've just kind of lost the attitude that they had, where, because they kind of lost the ideal that it was just working class guys.
Wait, Dapper Investigation Station and Points West is saying that he or she doesn't hear anything. So
I hear it fine. So maybe it'll be in the playthrough. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But regardless, we finally got it to work.
Well,
never mind. He hears it now.
You speak, it'll work better.
Yeah.
Now he hears it.
Okay, good. Yeah. That's exactly why that I want to grab the Bluetooth speakers. So.
Let's just hear if they can hear this.
Right. If the two people are watching right now can hear each of us, give us a thumbs up.
Wait, I think I accidentally hung up on him. I'll call him back.
Yes, hi. Obviously, I can't get to the phone right now. Please just leave me a message whenever you can. Thank you. Bye-bye.
The mailbox.
All right, his mailbox is full. All right, here we go. Hook up to speaker. Hello?
So, wow, I said I farted, and what, did the YouTube police come after me or something?
You know it, but yeah, so... But yeah, can everybody hear Junebug through my Bluetooth speaker? I sure hope so.
So once you're done, start writing this episode.
Yeah. All right. Eddie says yes. Okay, so make sure you're as loud as possible.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. Here we go.
If you like country music, you probably never passed kindergarten. You probably don't even know your friggin' ABC. Every country singer sounds the exact same. I know what you're gonna say.
Haircut and my hair and my shirt shade.
Kenny Chesney. I hate Kenny Chesney. Why does everyone like him so much? Oh my God! Every country singer sounds like Kenny Chesney.
I didn't know. I can't remember what Kenny Chesney's famous songs are now.
I don't even remember either.
All I know is that he sang a song about banging his tractor.
Yeah, like his tractor is sexy.
Yeah, Junebug said he liked the early country music stuff. I was more of the late 90s, early 2000s era of country.
That country, Toby Keith, Brooks and Dunn, Montgomery Gentry. I do like that, but I don't. Blake Shelton sucks.
It's so funny you say that because I remember that I used to have a coworker when I worked at Sonic who would get into really heated arguments with people at Sonic, trying to argue like how Blake Shelton was a better guitarist than Eddie Van Halen.
Here's something. Speaking of Blake Shelton, my mom used to like his wife. So when they got divorced, she hated Blake Shelton.
Yeah, because Blake.
I forget who his wife was, but she was a country singer too, I think.
Lambert. Yeah, but Blake. Yeah, because Blake Shelton is a cheater.
But yeah, like I told him before, I used to have a crush on Leanne Rimes back in the day.
And then Luke Bryan looks like Butthead.
Which is it may sound like a joke, but he actually does.
Yeah, no, I'm being serious. Like, I saw a meme where they showed a side by side of Butthead and Luke Bryan. I can't get that image out of my head now. He looks like Butthead.
Same here.
And then, gosh, I don't even know who's popular now in country.
I don't know either. But okay, so funny story about this continuity error. So when I was filming the very first half, I ran out of time. So I was like, okay, I'll just finish the rest later. But the problem was that the shirt that I was wearing was in the laundry, and I didn't want to wear a dirty shirt. And then, so at that time, my parents only would allow my hair to go to a certain length. And so after I got done filming that half, I remember that my parents made me go get a haircut because I was 17 at that time. I wasn't yet an adult. So, but yeah, now that I'm in my 30s, this is why that I'm able to grow out this ponytail. Now I can have my hair be as long as I want. But yeah, so rather than me just refilming that, first half, I was like, you know what, fuck it. I just pushed on through.
So you missed the time. Was this back when YouTube was a 10-minute time limit?
Yes, it was. Yes. It was back when they had that 10-minute time limit. So that's why I was trying so hard to get it under 10 minutes. And that's also the reason why that the intro was shorter. Only to realize that I totally could have made the intro longer with the theme song and all that. But yeah, it's amazing how things have changed on YouTube. And then YouTube then changed it to 15 minutes. Now you can have a video be as long as you want now. I'm not even sure why they even had the 10-minute rule in the first place.
Maybe it's because it was the technology. Technology. They can. This was pre Google too. So maybe original YouTube couldn't do stuff like that.
That it was, yeah. But yeah, Junebug, did you watch this episode when it first premiered?
I don't know if I watched it when it first premiered, because keep in mind, getting notifications early was that on those days on YouTube was interesting. Sometimes you might say, oh, you put on a new video, and then it's a day later or even 2 days later. So I don't know if it was when it first premiered, but I do remember watching it.
Yeah, so
I think this was back. Wasn't this back during the star phases?
Yes, it was. This was released in very early 2010, so 14 years ago now. So people who were born when this video came out are now teenagers. So wrap your head around that.
Do you remember how many stars this thing got back then? Was it 1 star, 5 stars?
Yeah, it went up to 5 stars. So yeah, I believe YouTube got rid of the 5-star thing the year after. So it shows how long I've been on YouTube. I mean, look at 17-year-old self in this video here with now the 31-year-old me with the ponytail and beard.
Right. I think it. Just think like we mentioned that they're in high school now. They're just starting high school. They're going to be freshmen this year.
Yeah. Man, this makes me feel old knowing that when knowing that this video is now old enough where the people who were born at that time are now teenagers. So,
see, at this time, sorry. I say at this time, I was still making videos on a laptop.
Yeah, at this time, I was making videos on my parents' computer, and I had the worst editing software ever at that time. But you know,
I didn't even edit back then. I'm like, record and upload. Let's do this.
But yeah, Junebug, you were saying?
Yeah, that leaves a watermark in a very inconvenient place.
Yep, but that was the best that I had at that time.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, but oh my gosh, that watermark.
Yeah.
The bane of our existence right now.
Yeah, and we've been trying to get rid of it for the DVD releases, but, you know.
Hey, can you move that cord out of your face? Cool. All right.
I'll sound like him in Sugarland. Don't get me started on Sugarland! What did I just say? Hurry up! I will kill you! Oh my god, I need to refill my brain cells. I lost my brain cells after hearing that horrible country music. I need good hard rock music. Somebody please play me a hard rock metal song, please. Ah, much better. Oh, my brain cells are coming back. Oh, thank you, Slipknot. You're awesome. But there's only one country guy who I can stand. Only one. I know what you're gonna say. You freaking hypocrite! You said you hate country.
Justin Bieber, is that you?
Only one. The only country guy who I like is Keith Urban. That's it. Why?
And I still like
Keith
him to
Urban
this
sounds
very day.
different from everybody else. He doesn't sound the same. He sounds different. Yeah, his music, his country music is actually good. It doesn't make your ears bleed. Wait, somebody just knocked my door. I wonder who it could be.
I didn't have to say that out loud. That's the one thing that I would change.
Show, don't tell.
Yeah, show, don't tell. I should have added a sound effect. Like, really? I can't get out of that, and my shirt changes again!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Look what's happening to me! I'm taped onto my bed! Ah! Ah! My leg! Ah!
That's supposed to be the tape coming into the frame, but I taped it on my head pretty damn good. No, that's what I call country. It's a callback to the first episode.
That's what I call country. And you, my friend.
And the enemy of your first movie.
Yep.
Now, since you have been whining and complaining of the country music, I decided to kidnap you. And now guess what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, you idiot. You tried talking to him when he...
Yeah, I forgot. I better cut the tape off your mouth.
Well, yeah. Oh my god, I was an idiot for doing this. I gotta cut my lip. Kind of overreact.
Now, Eric. Now that I have your attention, I want to play a game.
No! What kind of game?
That editing is so great.
Called Country or Country.
Country
You
or
have to
country?
choose either to listen to country
That's the
music
stupidest game
or
ever.
country music.
What? That's stupid! How about we listen to some Slipknot or some Mudvayne? something better than country!
The CD was upside down.
It's either country music or you die.
Help me! Alright. I'll listen to country. No! No! Not Kenny Chesney! No! No! Please kill me now!
It's death you want? It's death that is.
The ketchup blood again.
When in doubt, use ketchup for blood.
Yeah. And the power of rock music brings me back to life. Wait, and the sleep on my leg.
No more Mr. Nice
And now the ketchup sauce. Oh, this before.
Yeah, you have Spider-Man. You have Spider-Man or Wolverine healing there.
Yep. Wait, that totally gives me an idea that I totally could. Yeah, like I totally could play up on that, like to explain why that I survived all that stabbing.
Yeah. So, I have a question.
What?
So, 17-year-old Eric did not like Kid Rock?
I remember that I liked his more rock songs, but his more country songs, no.
Yeah, because Kid Rock is, definitely it can do all sorts of different genres. So, but no, as far as Keith Urban go, I like Keith Urban. I'm just really jealous of him.
Are you jealous of him because he's married to Nicole Kidman?
Yes, I mean I want to be married to Nicole Kidman. I mean, she gets better with age. She looks better than she did when she was with Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise really stepped down after Keith Urban with Tom Cruise.
So Eddie asks for what? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, look, you got Keith Urban and comparing her to Tom Cruise. To Tom
For
Cruise,
that.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, you also have to keep in mind when these very, very early things that pissed me off videos were made. This was before YouTube got really strict about copyright and all that. So it's just a testament of the time. So
And plus you're good. Plus you're good. You only played 30 seconds. So
I only played it for like 30 seconds.
So legally, if you play more than 30 seconds with a 5-minute window, you're good as far as the lawyers go.
All right. So yeah, out of all the early episodes for things that pissed me off that I filmed, this was the most fun to film, primarily because of this whole me getting back at the CD. Because now the rules have reversed. Because in episode 1, the CD killed me, and then episode 7, I'm like, okay, you're gonna think that the CD is gonna kill me yet again because of episode 1, but nope. The roles have now reversed, so.
Around here! Show yourself! Yeah!
Here I am, Mr. Eric. You thought you could beat me. No, this is only the beginning. Eric,
That's horrible
you
lighting.
understand. I am your father.
Ripping off Star Wars now.
No! This can't be true!
How in the world can a
Yes,
CD?
Eric. I am your pet daddy. Do you
Yeah,
want
how
to
can
know
a
what my
CD be a
evil
father
plan
of
is?
a human?
I plan on destroying
I don't know.
every rock music that has ever been created and replacing every
Hold up,
kind of music.
Vanilla, pause it. All right, Junebug, can you repeat that?
So when a CD loves a woman, they come together and they see each other, and then the magic happens.
Oh my god, I totally should elaborate that on a future episode of how in the world is a CD my father and the things that piss me off lore.
If he is,
Yeah, so
I was just thought it was your father's brother, stepson, former roommate.
Spaceballs, and what does that mean? Absolutely nothing. But yeah, but yeah, and then the country music CD, like its evil plan was to destroy all rock music and replace all of it with really crappy country music songs.
Hey,
So you're gonna make the prequel where the Anakin CD fell to the dark side, became the country CD.
hey, no, probably if we did a remake of this, the CD will now turn everything into dubstep.
Yeah, I can see that. I see your short is as big as mine.
Or no, even better, it turns everything into Cardi B music. Since she sucks.
Oh my god,
Country music.
giving me ideas.
Country music.
You're the worst dad ever!
Boom!
Oh, son, you mustn't do
Oh,
this to
this
me.
was fun to
No,
film.
son, please.
You do the crime, you do the time! You
One, two, three! Boom! Oh, that was a fatality. And little did we all know, 11 years later, that CD would come back for revenge. The Justin Bieber CD. Yeah.
What I like to appreciate about Eric, like we watch the older episodes like of Angry Video Game Nerd or even Irate Gamer. I love watching them, but then to see them actually destroy those games, like those games are actually worth money now. Those Now CDs are worthless now.
Yep.
Because like I saw some guy who was trying to sell it for 4 years on eBay. Because I was curious, he couldn't even get $5 out of it.
Speaking of Now CDs, anybody remember the Kid Bop CDs?
I remember those. I actually used to have the very first Kids Bop CD, and little did I know at that time that like the CDs like would become a villain of mine in movies that I would make. Little did I know at that time.
Well, it's funny listening to it now because like they're singing some very adult songs, but then they censor it for the kids because it's funny to listen to them now a little bit. But like some of those kids, listen, I'm not bashing little kids, but sometimes even little kids, it doesn't matter how talented you are. Sometimes you suck as a singer.
Yep.
That's why that's why. Same with acting too. Some kids are just terrible. Some good kids are good actors. Some kids are terrible actors.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, now on to episode 8. I believe episode 8 was the episode where I celebrated 1 year on YouTube. Yeah, this was the video that celebrated 1 year of me on YouTube, and to think this year marks the 15th anniversary. and the CD would not be seen again in an episode for a long time.
Do you want to know what pisses me off? What really pisses me off? Technology. Yes, I'm serious. Technology can piss me off at times. Not all the time. Not all the time.
And still does today.
Yep. Case in point.
This stream.
Yeah. You all know what pisses me off? This freaking stream.
But yes, it can still piss me off at times. All right, now let's get started. Headphones. Yes, headphones can piss me off.
And they still do.
Yes, I don't know what it's about. Yeah, I cannot, at least last one I use, I cannot put headphones that don't have like earless. I cannot have earbuds in my ears. They just fall right out. I had to use those little grip things to keep them in my ear, like you're having now.
Because I have to put headphones in one ear because one ear I can't hear out of at all. So there's not really a point for headphones in one ear.
Yep.
So here I am, with headphones. I have to sit there, like literally cover my good ear so I can at least hear it. So headphones really piss me off.
Until we get Bluetooth, until we get the technology to get Bluetooth impregnated in our brain.
That would be interesting if we could reach to that point.
Brain on, brain off. Well, we can chip dogs now, so I don't know. That reminds me. Is Simba chipped?
Yes, Simba is chipped, and it's funny because Simba's right here. Actually,
I don't know if I don't know how I feel about that one. I think it's okay to chip dogs because obviously we need to find dogs need to you need to track dogs, but I don't know how I feel about chipping humans.
Yeah, that's a debate in and of itself. But yeah, this video was made 6 years before Simba was born. So at this time, I had no idea that almost 10 years later that I would have a dog named Simba. So
do you have any idea how many pairs of headphones I've gone through?
Still true to this very day.
God, headphones, most of the time, they only work when they feel like it.
Yep.
Most of the time, when I'm on a run around my neighborhood, guess what? Sometimes the cord can get caught on something. Then guess what? One time back in the 8th grade, when I was on a run, guess what? The cord got caught on something, then my iPod fell, and guess what? My iPod broke!
Yep, that
and
happened.
You're seriously telling me that you can make a wireless controller for the Xbox, a wireless controller for the Wii, but not freaking wireless headphones?
Oh my god, it's so funny that I said that because this was before wireless headphones came out. Oh my god, it would be so funny. Oh my god, it would be so funny like to do a follow-up on this and go like, what if like future Eric visits old Eric and then says, "Your wish has been commanded. Wireless headphones."
You predicted the future.
I did. Holy crap. I did.
Where's your cut from Apple?
I totally should have gotten a cut from Apple about that. But yeah, I totally forgot that I said that in this video. But oh my god, I totally predicted wireless headphones in this.
And since you didn't mention it,
like Apple needs to give you 8 cents per wireless headphone now, right?
And since you didn't mention it, PlayStation has wireless controllers too.
Yeah, oh my god, this is so funny. Yeah, because I remember going to Walmart and all these stores trying to find wireless headphones, but I couldn't find them anywhere. So that's why that I always was stuck with those wired headphones. And then eventually I got wireless headphones in like 2015 or 14 around there. But yeah, like, oh my God, like, that is so funny.
You know,
Nowadays you can't even getting a wire head, getting wire. It's possible to get a wired set now. Most things, because Apple doesn't even have a headphone jack anymore.
Yeah.
man, I can definitely relate with Eric and his situation about headphones because it seems that I can't have a phone for more than a year. Like I'm just that bad luck with phones. Like I've people have now when I was about Eric's age in the video, you know, I grew up in the time when like you didn't think like I didn't think about ever taking my cell phone like because I was always around people who had phones. So plus I grew up in the country, so you know like we don't really you never got service anyway. So like I would always leave my phone in my pocket in my pants. So then my phone would always get washed. And this is before we found out the rice trick. I had one phone that, okay, this was like a little tiny puddle, like not even a puddle, like a splash of water. It dropped in that water, and then my phone just died. Lately, I've been having issues with the phone's charging because I work outside a lot, and you know the dust just gets caught in there. And like you could clean it, but like it's just easier to basically just buy a new phone. So I've just had such horrible luck with cell phones.
Oh gosh, you poor thing. But yeah, excuse me. So there's all these conspiracy videos on YouTube about how the Simpsons predicted the future. How about that now we should have conspiracy videos about how my things that piss me off videos predicted the future.
Well, hold on. What else did you predict, Eric?
I'm trying to remember if I predicted anything else, but I guess that we'll find out as the series goes on.
But speaking of headphones, one time I left my earbuds in my pocket and threw them in the washer, and surprisingly, they work better now. I can hear much more better. I can hear more clearly now with the washer for some reason.
I have a really bad story about one of my phones. So one time I was let's just say using the facilities, and then my phone fell out of my hoodie into the toilet.
Oh my God, dude.
So yeah, let's put it this way. I washed my hands extra good there after that.
I would, yeah.
Like I even asked for hand sanitizer before hand sanitizer was cool. So, yeah.
Are you freaking kidding me? And do you want to know what else pisses me off? When people always get confused between an iPod and a cell phone.
I dealt with that all the time when I was a
Like,
teenager. I dealt with that all the time. And to answer your question, Tony, yes, when I was a teenager, I was a hardcore Slipknot fan. I was a huge monster of a fan of Slipknot back then. Yeah, sorry to get to your question a little late, but hey, it's better late than never.
Oh,
But yeah,
and Tony, if you want to give this original video a thumb up too, feel free to.
Not true.
but yeah, and so Land Before Time, it's great to see you. But yeah, that was something that I dealt with all the time when I was a teenager. Whenever I had my iPod out, everybody thought it was a cell phone. When it said on the back, like, dude, do you know how to read? It says iPod.
This is back when iPods and cell phones were separate things.
Yeah, but I guess that right there shows how old this video is, because now
was this the time? Was this the time of the iPhone 1s? Was the iPhone 1 just coming out around now?
I don't even remember when the iPhone 1 even came out, but yeah.
Wait, they don't make iPods anymore?
Nope. As far as I can tell, I don't ever see them sold in stores anymore. So,
I I mean, I know they still have MP3 players.
But yeah, this was made in 2010, so
Oh my God, you have an awesome cell phone right there. Oh my God! This is not a cell phone! Can you read the back? What does the back say? It says iPod. iPod.
you can see my old video
Stay
camera.
with me now.
No, I can't. No, I can't read it because I can't see the screen because I'm on phone.
But also, people have the same problem now. They still call it the iWatch, I think.
Yeah. Oh my God. I think that I still have that camera at my parents' house that I used to film all my really old pissed off videos with. So, oh my God. Imagine if I were to sell that at the premiere of the third movie and like sign it, I guess.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, it really will depend on if that camera is still there. I mean, the year after this, well, I stopped using that camera in 2012. But yeah, 2011, I mean, by then the camera would go in and out of focus on itself. But yeah, things sure have changed, right? It shows how old this video is, knowing that I mentioned iPod in the video. But yeah. Yeah, let's continue on.
iPod! It says iPod! If it says iPod, it means it's not a cell phone! God! You people freaking retarded? Do you know how to read? I guess not. And you wanna know what else about technology that pisses me off? This thing right here.
Yeah, that
movie
thing pissed
editing
me off as
things
a
on
teenager.
computers. God, sometimes they can just piss me off. They just make no sense. God, I got this back in 8th grade, and guess what? I still don't understand how to work it. God, like, see right here, it says easy capture. That's a lie. Easy edit. That's a lie too. Easy share. Lie. Amazing tutorials. That's a lie too.
That's I love. I still hate that last part. It says, "Go to my video and figure out how to do this." Okay, I'm like, I have no idea what he's talking about.
But yeah, I mean, Eddie, you have to keep in mind the series is called Things That Piss Me Off. I rant about things that make me angry, and everybody was saying how they thought that me being angry about things was funny. So yeah, I definitely did have anger issues when I was a teenager. I mean, do I still get pissed about things? Yes, but nowhere to the extreme as it was back then. You also have to keep in mind I was playing an exaggerated version of myself. So,
You know, this does deserve a part 2 for obvious reasons, not just because of our little issue here. But I think this does deserve a remake episode because, like, think about it now. Some of the stories that you could tell, like, let's put it. Oh, so one of the things that really pissed me off one time, and it's amazing, you know, how your temper goes away after you have to pay for something. Let me start by saying that. So there was one time I got really pissed off at the TV because we have a Roku TV. So, you know, you could, with your phone, you could just have the remote. For whatever reason, my remote was not connecting to the TV. I was getting really pissed off, and I sat there, slammed my phone against the pillow, and the corner of the phone hit the TV and broke the TV.
oh my God.
So basically, then, that was one of those fudge moments. So, go to the bank, withdraw some money, leave it for mom, and let her know what happened. And then, when I drank a little more than I usually do, I just went to the bar.
So Dapper asks, can I still do the same yell? Maybe, probably not exact, because you have to remember I was 17 at that time and I'm now 31. So over time, my voice is not going to sound exact. I mean, I had to dub over my yelling voice for the first movie. The first movie, I was 28 when I made it. And when I dubbed over that voice, I was like, oh my God. I noticed that my yelling voice doesn't sound the same as it was when I was 17. So.
Yeah, plus your voice was still developing a little bit too, because you're going through teenage stuff.
Yeah, because I was a teenager. So yeah, little did I know that things that pissed me off would be my most popular series on YouTube up until last year when I did Let's Watch a Movie. But yeah, now my fourth most popular video on YouTube is an episode of Let's Watch a Movie. So yeah, so Let's Watch a Movie now is my most popular series.
Easy way to create and share your own movies. That's a lie! God!
But yeah, so Junebug asks, when's the movie coming out? So for my 2,000 subscriber special, I was like, you know what? I should have my 2,000 subscriber special be something related to the public domain, since that my YouTube channel got to where it's at now because of the public domain. So I guess you could argue that the 2,000 subscriber special will be the Let's Watch a Movie.
There you go. What's the story of that?
We're still in talks about that. So.
My God, sometimes when you're on the computer, when you're typing an essay or something, guess what? Sometimes it just logs off on you for no reason at all.
I hate it when that happens.
That can really piss me off. God.
Editing my old videos.
Editing videos.
Yep. Yeah. I remember when I was a teenager editing all my old things that pissed me off episodes. There were times when my computer would crash on me. I constantly would have to be saving the video just so in that way that the video would not crash on me. Oh my God. I remember being so infuriated about that.
So, quick question. Are there any lost episodes of things that pissed me off because of editing issues?
No, there are no lost episodes because of that, luckily.
Thank goodness.
Is there piss me off editing episode?
You know, the series is still going on to this very day, so yeah. You know, that's what's so much fun about things that piss me off. Like, the topics can be so broad, and especially with it being a comedy sketch series, like, the possibilities are endless. Like,
I could definitely relate about editing because, listen, I love the process of filmmaking. I love shooting it. I love doing all that stuff, but editing is the thing I don't like doing.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a teenager, I didn't like doing it either, but at that time, it was all me doing everything. So at that time, I didn't have a choice. But because of all those years of experience, I have over 10 years of experience editing videos. So I really think that that's why Rise of the JWs, the editing on that movie, everybody agrees. The editing on Rise of the JWs is extremely well done.
Yeah, because basically it was done by a guy who has over, at that time, 10 plus years of experience.
Yep.
So there you go.
Guess what? When I was busy editing them, just for some reason, it just exits out, and guess what? All that effort, guess what? If you didn't save, you have to start all over again!
Yeah, so that's why I try to save if I can every 5 minutes now, or every 10 minutes. Everybody,
Dapper saying how Steamboat Willie's now somewhat public domain. Yeah, and we now got 2 horror movies announced, a horror video game. But yeah.
why is it always horror movies? Always like what?
I feel like that it's because that the normal company never would do it, and so now it gives people the opportunity. Like, yes, now it can do something what they never would do.
I feel like, I mean this in a nice way. I feel like it's just kind of a gimmick at this gimmick, really. You know? So.
Seriously, why does technology have to make no sense at all at times? God, like if you want to watch a video on some website, but no, it says you have to install this stupid plugin thing. But guess what? You don't know how to install it. Because it doesn't tell you how or show you how. God, can they make it make more sense? And load times. Don't get me
Yeah.
Load times.
But yeah, when I had Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortez on the PS2, the load times on that game, I will never forget about how me and my brother would complain about the load times in that game. Oh my god, it was infuriating. But then when we got it on the Xbox, it was night and day with the load times. So
No. You want to know about load times? I used to play FF11, like an early MMO game before WoW was a thing, on dial-up.
On dial-up?
Yes, on dial-up. So updates and patches were a 2-night thing at the time. I'd leave my computer on all night long to get the updates.
Think about this, though. Jak and Daxter came out the same year, made by Crash Bandicoot's former company, Naughty Dog, and those load times were very quick.
Yep. So I'm like, what in the world happened with Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex on the PS2? Like, why were the load times so infuriatingly long?
Because when Naughty Dog was cool, they made it. They didn't make it. So.
Where Crash Wrath of Cortex, where I use a snowboard, I don't remember a snowboard in the game. You have to keep in mind, I haven't played that game in nearly 20 years. I do remember the first level being a snow level. I do remember a level where you're in like this ball, in like a roller coaster thing or whatever. I don't remember a snowboard level though. But granted, I never beat the game when I was a kid, so.
I don't even really. I mean, I remember a little bit of Wrath of Cortex, but like, how is not my favorite game on the PlayStation 2? I mean, I think I honestly more played Ratchet and Clank more.
Oh yeah, everybody at school was talking about that, talking about the Jak and Daxter games, especially the Jak and Daxter games. Oh my god, when I was a kid at school, those were like the hot thing at that time.
Hey Eric, you have Let's Watch the Movie premiering right now.
Oh, well,
that reminder text about that.
Well, that's funny. So yeah, all my subscribers, you can either watch this or watch the new episode of Let's Watch a Movie. But yeah, I saw that my more recent episodes of Let's Watch a Movie significantly underperformed. Like they got less than 100 views when usually they would get thousands of views. So that's an ouch on my end. I'm really hoping that I can recover and I can get more views with all these upcoming episodes.
Started on load times. One time I waited a half hour just to wait for a whole video to load. And guess what? The video was only a minute. Are you
such a
freaking
waste of
kidding
time.
me? Does it really have to take that long? I just wish that technology wouldn't be so complicating at times. Why, hello,
Mustache
Eric.
Man.
Oh my God, it's Mustache Man.
They don't
Hold
Well,
up.
it's good to see you.
Manually pause. Okay, Junebug, you're saying sorry?
Man, kids these days, they don't know the pain of that. Like, Eric, you remember watching a video and then it would have to loading, and it would be loading, and like the video, like you said, it's only a minute. Nowadays, kids nowadays don't have to worry about that problem.
Yeah, kids these days are so damn lucky.
We've become the back in my day crowd at last. Back in my day,
Back in my day, Sonny.
Oh man, there's many of those back in my day things that makes me feel old saying that, because Eric and I are the same age, 31 years old, and then Eric, think about it. Do you feel old now? But you have to sit there and say that now. Back in my day.
Oh yeah, but yeah, Mustache Man would be the most popular reoccurring character throughout the whole series because people thought it was funny that it was just a comb taped on my face. But the reason for that was because I had no money to actually go out and buy an actual fake mustache, so I just used a comb. And Mustache Man's last appearance, well, he technically was in Rise of the JWs, but only as a flashback during episode 11. So that aside, his last appearance was in the first movie. And spoilers for the first movie, Mustache Man got killed in that. So yeah, and that was all the way back in 2011. No, wait, sorry, 2021. Sorry, 2021. So yeah, it feels weird knowing that Mustache Man hasn't reappeared ever since then, when he was the most popular reoccurring character.
in your fourth movie, you should have a funeral for him.
So, is the thing that pissed me off, universe, do people permanently die, or could they come back?
I don't want to say too much. So.
Or are you going to have the piss me off multiverse now?
Well, I already did establish the multiverse with my things that piss me off Lion King sequel prequel rant. So, but yeah, and then in Rise of the JWs, I definitely way more focused on the multiverse. And but yeah, the way how I got the idea for the multiverse was because in 2020, when I made the Lion King sequel prequel rant, that was when Spider-Man No Way Home was announced, and it was announced it's going to be a multiverse movie. And it was before the movie even came out. So there were all these rumors about how Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield might be in the movie. Now we obviously know that they are since the movie came out. But yeah, I was trying to come up with, okay, how am I going to explain away the final episode that I made in 2015? I was like, I'm going to have to do some mental gymnastics to come up with how am I going to make that canon now to the whole entire lore. But then all those rumors about Spider-Man No Way Home with the multiverse, I was like, okay, bingo. That right there is my solution. Just have a things that piss me off multiverse.
You can call it
zombie mustache man.
You can call it the Kenny Dynasty. It's the King Dynasty.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not against bringing Mustache Man back. But yeah, at the same time, it really could add finality to the character because Mustache Man has been around since the series first started. So yeah, so Mustache Man is the oldest reoccurring character on my channel. So, but yeah, Junebug, what were your thoughts on Mustache Man? Like when you first saw him in my videos?
I thought it was funny. It's obviously funny for the obvious sake, you know, you're doing this like this broken French accent, and then it's a comb tape. You know, it's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's probably why the Mustache Man was such a popular character.
Well, you're doing a broken French accent, which is always funny.
Yeah.
So, were you kind of trying to channel Jacques Cousteau a little bit there?
I actually was trying to be like Sacha Baron Cohen's Borat character.
I never saw that. I always saw Peter Sellers with Jacques Cousteau because, you know, I mean, like they do, it. Rich Jackson, you have to get the help of Rick, but you have to put the help of the rope.
That is funny. But yeah, never thought of it that way, but I can see why that you would think that though. But yeah, anyways, let's carry on.
You again.
You're my
Eric.
wayward son.
It sure has, Mustache Man. It sure has.
Great. Well,
Hey, Sir Eric, that's a very nice cell phone you got there. It's not a cell phone!
All right, this is my most viewed video of things that piss me off. The most views right here. And full disclaimer, I said some things in this video that I'm not proud of that I shouldn't have said, but hey, I was 17 years old. I was young and I was stupid. So keep that in mind.
Do you want to know what really pisses me off?
Hey, was this the first time you said the catchphrase before your theme song?
Yes. Yeah. So yeah. This was the first video in the series, like where I broke the tradition. Originally, what the tradition was, I would play the song in the intro first, then I'll say my catchphrase, then I'll get into the rant. But then this one came along, and then I broke that tradition. I would say the famous catchphrase first, then the intro, then the theme song, and then that became the standard for the series until 2019. So this set the standard for nearly 10 years of the series. So, in your guys' opinion, do you like it better this way, or do you like it better the original way?
I kind of like it better where you sit there and where you say, you want to...
Yeah. Catch him. You catch it. I like it better this way. You catch him, bring him in, and then do the thing.
Yeah, and that was why that I had that as the standard for the longest time. The only reason why that I brought the old way back was more so for the nostalgia factor, because I was like, hey, my channel then turned 10 years old at that time, so I was like, hey, I guess for a little nostalgia thing for my subscribers who've been around for a long time, how about that I bring back the old way? I brought back the old way for a few episodes, but primarily the standard for the series is me saying the catchphrase first, and then the titles, and then the theme song, because that leaves much more of a punch. Hey, right on target.
Drama! I can't stand dealing with people's drama all the time!
Hey, right on target. Hey,
Especially
Vandalia.
in high school, like...
Pause it. Hey, so right on target. So I've been trying to get a hold of Mecha G0. but yeah, he's not responding to my texts, my calls, my my when I'll comment on his community post on YouTube. Is he okay? Like, what in the world happened to him? Like, I've been trying to get a hold of him, so I was just wondering, like, if you would happen to know like where he's at. So yeah, definitely would be greatly appreciated.
Oh my god! What happened back in elementary school when there wasn't any drama? When all that you did was just laugh and have fun?
Okay, the
You
camera's
know?
way too up close. I should have panned it back. And my framing is off. I These videos were so amateur.
So in elementary school, you had no drama?
Now that I think about it, I actually did have some drama. Like, case in point, when I drew that picture of Sonic, and then I got in all that trouble. So,
Well, we had different. I say we had different kinds of drama.
but
More
yeah,
more about recess time than actual.
yeah, or fighting over who's better, Mario or Sonic. But yeah, I guess when I made this video, I forgot about that Sonic drawing drama that happened when I was in elementary school.
I mean, when I was in when I was in elementary school, it was more just looking back, like it was more just teachers being a little picky about stuff. I was a bad kid in elementary school. I seemed to got like a detention every year.
I was that way too. And Round Target says, "Oh man, that's wild. I haven't heard from him in a while. I'll check." But yeah, if you could find out where in the world he's been, I would appreciate that, because me and Junebug have been trying to have a meeting with him about Dracula versus the Frankenstein monster, because we think that he would be great to write the script for it, and we also think that he would be great to play Dr. Frankenstein in it. So, I definitely really would hate for him to miss out on that.
Well, and he definitely does have a like classic leading man look. Like he does look like a Clark Gable, Colin Klein.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why that I want him as Dr. Frankenstein. So,
But he has to go. Eric, we should have him grow the Gable mustache, right?
that'll be interesting. So Dapper asks, how many years of royalty do I owe CKY? Well, I've been using their song since 2009, so 15 years.
And you probably kept them relevant, because when was the last time people talked about CKY?
Yep, and that was one of the praises for the series, was like the intro song.
Even though I actually think that Twisted Sister, We're Not Going to Take It, would be a better. That's just me though.
But yeah, right on target. As soon as you hear something from Mecha G0, we would greatly appreciate it. So yeah.
Yeah, just email me and Eric both about it.
Yeah, we definitely would appreciate that, because we figured, hey, maybe he just got busy with the holiday season, but now the holiday season's over, so. But yeah, I just hope that he is okay. So, all right, let's get on to the
High
cringe
school,
fest.
all that it is people whining and whining and whining over everything.
It's Cindy Lou Who, the Christmas special.
Oh my God! Leave me alone! Why, Mr. Egg? What is wrong?
Mustache.
It's me, the
Wait.
mustache man.
Vandalia, pause it. Say, what's that right, Junebug?
Boy, Cindy Lou Who has really developed. She has some big hoo-hoos.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I'm just getting really sick and tired of dealing with people's drama all the time. God, it's so annoying! Drama, good! good. It's even more annoying than Fred Figglehorn.
That shows
I wish
how
you could
old this video is. I mean, Fred hasn't been relevant for like 10 years now. I mean, Fred's not even making YouTube videos anymore.
Isn't this the what? Didn't you get something blocked or something that mentioned Fred?
Yeah, so when I first started YouTube, I made a video called responding to Fred at the TTwC Awards, and me being a punkish teenager, I was talking crap about Fred. Then a year ago, the video got taken down because of cyberbullying. I'm like, okay, I can see why.
Yeah. Which, by the way, getting back to the Cindy Lou Who thing, Cindy Lou has gotten pretty good looking now. I mean,
Yeah, I like Taylor Momsen. Like, puberty hit her good, man.
Yeah, I mean, because the Pretty Reckless, awesome band, and they're great live.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, and then she comes out with basically nothing.
Do something about this. Wait.
All right, here comes the genie
what's that
again.
thing over there?
The genie's last appearance until 2019. No, wait, 2020 actually.
Oh my god. It can't be. Oh my god. It's a genie lamp. I can make a. Oh. Hey there, faggot.
Oh no, I shouldn't have
What's
said
up, genie?
that word.
Haven't seen you in a while.
I shouldn't have said that
Just
word.
make your wish already.
I shouldn't have said that word.
It's okay. We're gonna probably we're talking about bleeping it for the DVD releases.
I mean, you have to keep in mind when I was a teenager, that was like the cool thing to say at that time. Everybody at school would say that word, so I felt, pressured socially to use that word too. So
I mean, we could easily dub it with other words or just bleep it.
I shouldn't have said that word. So yeah, I regret saying that word. So
Already, you faggot.
oh my god.
All right. Wish number 1, no more drama. Wish number 2, no more drama. Wish number 3, no more freaking drama.
I cannot grant those 3 wishes, Eric. I'm sorry, but I must go.
What? So I just can't wish for drama to go away? You freaking kidding me? Besides, I'm getting pretty thirsty. Oh my. Curse you, Jaden!
Pretty much a repeat of the joke from episode.
Do you want to know what
So
really...
How come now you turned your camera off?
I was coughing.
Oh, okay.
pisses me off?
This one set the tone for Rise of the King.
What'd you say?
So yeah, episode 7 set the tone for the first movie. This one sets the tone for Rise of the JW. So.
When fast food restaurants screw up your order, like fast food restaurants such as KFC, Wendy's, Arby's, Burger King, Taco Bell,
Yeah, I
Taco
really
John's,
need to
you
name
name it.
all those
When they mess up your
fast food
order.
restaurant names.
Like there's been times when I drove through Taco Bell, I said I want a Mexican pizza with your garlic soft taco with hot sauce. But guess what? They don't give me any hot sauce. Are they trying to piss me off? And there's been times when I drove through Wendy's and Burger King, I said I want a cheeseburger, not a hamburger, a cheeseburger. Cheeseburger, not a hamburger, you idiots! Like, holy crap! Do I have to spell out the word cheeseburger for you if you're not gonna get it right? And there's been times when I actually did get a cheeseburger, but I said I don't want any pickles. Why? Because I don't like pickles.
I still don't like them.
Neither do I.
I still don't like pickles to this very day.
It's funny.
I'll show some pickle love here, and I'm not meaning the other type of pickle.
But it's funny, I actually like whole pickles, but I hate sliced pickles.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know this. I like them. I like the crunchy. I like them when they're crunchy, but not when they're wiggly on sandwiches.
Everything on it: lettuce, tomatoes, onions, pickles, cheese.
That they're gross, so I don't get pickles. But guess what? Sometimes they put the pickles in anyway. Are you freaking retarded? Here is a perfect reenactment.
If they still use that.
Oh, here's the reenactment part. The comedy
I'll
skit.
have a double cheeseburger with cheese, with no pickles and no onions.
Yeah,
and
right on
with
target.
a
I went
Pepsi.
to that rave. Must have been fun.
Done. Okay, I'll get you a cheeseburger. Done.
Wait, I said no pickles.
Wait. I thought you said you wanted pickles.
I gave you only extra pickles.
Oh my god! I should have said that. I totally should have said that.
You know, this kind of reminds me of a question. What's one of the worst services each of you has ever gotten? I'll tell one of mine.
I mentioned that in one of the later things that pissed me off episodes, but yeah, where they messed up on my order 3 times in a row.
Oh my gosh. What about you?
Oh yeah, Vandalia. What about you?
Well, as someone on the other end of that thing, one time I really got. I ordered a cheese, like a big cheeseburger sandwich, or maybe I ordered something else. No, I ordered a grilled chicken sandwich, and they gave me a hamburger.
Wow.
So I went to a Taco Bell KFC. It was a Taco Bell KFC combined, and so I'm sitting there taking a bite out of my taco, and all of a sudden I get this like strange taste with the taco, and this was more just a reaction, because it's my taste buds like, oh, this tastes bad, so I immediately spit it out. Look at it. The Dumbo employees gave me moldy tomatoes.
Ew!
And I sat there, got up, my chair fell over, and I was pissed. And I sit there and said, I wanted to said, is there a problem, sir? Said, yeah, I want to congratulate you on the moldy piece of crap. And they said, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't realize they were moldy. I said, I was pissed off. I said, are you blind? Those are green. And they're not fried green tomatoes. Those are green. And, which is bad for me because I'm actually allergic to mold.
Oh no.
Luckily, I didn't have an allergic reaction, but like, oh my gosh, I was pissed. And they called the manager on me. It was already paid for, but I got. Well, then it was cool because then the manager saw how pissed I was. Said, "Well, here you can have a coupon for a free drink." I said, I said, keep your damn coupon. And then they said, okay, well, obviously, sir, you're pissed off. I said, steak?
I would be too.
And so she gave me a code for a year's worth of Taco Bell at that specific one. But I said, okay, a year's worth of free Taco Bell, sweet. And I said, you better. I said, I'm going to keep giving you guys a hard time about this one, about checking your tomatoes, because, I mean, this employee, but then as soon as we left, I did hear this from the employee, though, from the manager. You're fired.
That's understandable.
Yeah, but I could see the guy that's flipping me off. And I sit there just waving at him.
But it's not your fault, though. It was theirs.
You said your Taco Bell's combined with your KFC. My KFC's combined with Long John Silver's.
Huh. Yeah, well, no, but I'm just saying the employee flipped me off, and all I did was, I figured at that point just to meet him with kindness, so I just waved at him. You know what I mean? So,
all right, let's continue on.
Are they ever gonna get it right? Do you want to know what pisses me off again? Today!
Another popular episode. This is the one where you saw flashbacks in Rise of the JW.
People who were your friend, but then guess what? They just start ignoring you. They block you off MySpace.
Yeah, ghosting. That still pisses me off. It's like, dude, if you don't want to be my friend anymore, dude, if I said something wrong or did something wrong, just be honest. Just be upfront about it.
Oh, and right there, another thing that dates this video, where you said,
"Oh,
MySpace."
Yeah.
Well, that still pisses me off too, because it's like, and it gets more upsetting as you get older. It's like, dude, we're 30, we're 50. You know, it's like, come on.
Yeah, like the same Tyler guy who I mentioned in this video, he's been ghosting me since we were 15 years old, and at our 10-year high school reunion, he still was ignoring me. I'm like, dude, whatever I said or did, I don't remember what I even said or did, but dude, I was 15 years old. We're now in our 30s. Get over it.
At my 10-year reunion, my high school bully apologized to me.
I definitely do remember you mentioning that. I believe it was when you had James on from Modern Day Debate.
Might have been.
But yeah, we are entitled to that. Sure, it sucks to confront who's up front, but forgiveness can't always be earned. Yeah.
Hey, Eric, but it's okay. You know, Tyler won't be watching this, so look at it this way. At least you found a better Tyler, right?
Yep, I did. Yeah, and so, but like round target, sure, I get it. I just want people to just be honest.
Yeah, I just gotta honesty. The last episode made me hungry. I am hungry now.
Honesty is always the best quality.
It is. It most definitely is. And I'm like, dude, if you're still upset with me over something I said or did when I was 15 years old, I'm now 31. It's like, dude, that's so petty. Like,
unless
I have a friend of mine named Chris who said that there's somebody still upset with her over something she did when she was a child, and she's now in her 40s.
Yeah, well, getting back to what Ben Delian said, I went to my high school reunion, and I never really... Eric knows this. First time I actually made this publicly, because I don't really like talking about this too much, but there was a kid that, let's just say I was a jerk to in school. When I went to the 10-year reunion, I apologized to him, and he gave me a hug. So,
oh.
I'll say about that, but...
Well, yeah, right on target. That's great that you learned about the concept of Buddhist, but I have a rule on my channel, like where there is no talking about religion on my YouTube channel. Yes, this is both being streamed on Vandelia's channel and on my channel. It's the only way how I could get Junebug on. So yeah, but yeah, just for future preferences, religion is a no on my YouTube channel.
Oh, that reminds me. I've read. Oh, that's a topic. Kind of. My bully's name was Eric.
That is funny. That is funny.
book and all that crap. Then they ignore your text messages, ignore you in person. They just flat out ignore you. I mean, really, what is your freaking problem? I mean, come on, that's a total dick move. I mean, come on, why? Why would you turn your back on somebody who is your friend? And guess what? One time I was friends with this Tyler kid.
Yeah.
But then guess what? Just for no reason at all, I didn't even do a thing to him.
Oh wait,
But
pause
then
it.
guess what? He just started ignoring.
Pause it. So the year after 2 years after, 2 years after I published this, I went to a movie with Sebastian. Then Tyler the Tyler who I mentioned in this video was working at the movie theater at that time. Sebastian confronted Tyler. He was like, dude, you've been ignoring Eric for all these years. Why are you ignoring him? Tyler started to stutter. He was like, oh, well, I've been busy. Okay. BS. Because one time at the lunch table, my freshman year of high school, me and Tyler and all these other people were sitting at the lunch table. Tyler never even looked at me. I'm like, oh, really? So you were too busy to just look at me? And then Tyler blocked me off of MySpace. I'm like, okay. You don't just not give somebody eye contact because you're busy. And you also don't just block someone off of MySpace because you are busy. And then at the 10-year reunion, I was going to confront him, but I was like, you know what, dude? If he's still playing this bullshit game with me, I'm like, you know what? You're not even worth my time.
Sounds like he's not even worth the speck of dust on your shoes.
Yeah, definitely not. It's like, dude, if you can't be upfront with me, and if you're still going to be going on about whatever happened, you're not worth my time.
I don't know. I mean, that's
Ignoring me.
something that, because this is an episode that definitely could be remade. You know, especially, just like, come on, like, I get that sometimes we piss each other off, and like maybe we don't want to talk to each other, but like maybe just be upfront and honest. And honestly, like maybe if maybe it's okay to take a break from somebody for a while, but like maybe if I don't know, this is one that just takes me out. Just is the silence when they don't even sit there and acknowledge, like, what did you do?
Yeah, like, I would rather know what in the world that I said or did versus me just guessing what in the world went wrong. But yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, around Target, yeah, you do have a point. But the only reason why that I'm bringing it up is simply because it was mentioned in this video. Like, we're just doing a retrospective of all my old things that pissed me off episodes. So that's the only reason why that we're even talking about it now.
Whenever I would text him, he wouldn't text me back. Then he blocked me off MySpace. I asked him why, but he never said anything back. I mean, come on, Tyler. What is your problem?
I disagree. I think that it would be the more courteous thing to do, like to give him closure, because it's better to know what went wrong versus you to just guess.
Well, I think
Plus, sometimes your own imagination makes it worse.
Exactly. So, but yeah, by that person not giving you closure, that is extreme. That is extremely rude.
well, I think it's best maybe like if you have a way to contact them, like maybe mention them. You know, let's talk. Let's talk about like what did I do that tipped you off? Like basically, you know, I think at some point somebody needs to go mention, you know, it's the whole thing. You know, hey, let's go meet up for coffee. And you know, I literally don't go meet up for coffee if you don't drink coffee. But we all know what that figure of speech is. You know,
And now,
so
Dapper, now, yes, I totally do understand that we don't get to decide that. Yes, we don't get to decide that, but it still is the right thing to do. And
well, you should at least. I think somebody should at least make the offer if somebody, you know, if you tick somebody off or if they tick you off. I think it doesn't matter what you should. You as the adult and both of you as the adult should probably just sit there and say, okay, you know what? Let me go extend the invitation. You know, say, hey, can we meet up for some coffee sometimes and just talk it out and maybe just apologize to each other because I don't know, like you know, I hear like look at our famous rock star friends. You know, guys who started a band in high school. You know, they had all the success, they toured and everything, and then one guy left the band because for whatever reason, and then that guy died, and then those guys haven't spoken in years. And they said, "Man, I wish I." How many times do we hear it? They say, "I wish I could have said I was sorry to him," but now it's too late.
now, yeah, round target. Yeah, you are right. Sometimes people just don't click. There could be personality clashes. I get that. But I still appreciate people being honest.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think if somebody was, I'd rather than say something like, "Well, I just feel like we don't click," and like, I'd be like, "Okay, well,
I
Yeah,
got
okay. I
what,
appreciate you being honest that we don't click. Like, okay,
what,
if you feel that way, fine. And then we'll just go live you go live your life and I will go live mine. And for forgiving abusers, there have been plenty of cases like where people have like forgiven the people who have abused them. Like case in point, Vandalia here. Like Vandalia, like forgave the people who abused him. Like at one of your high school
yeah, but I gotta say real fast, forgiving sometimes does not forgiving does not always mean forgetting. Sometimes, however, because even
Yeah.
though I forgave them, what they did still affects my citizen personality. Even years later, I still have that. Even though I really shouldn't. I still have that, anxiety and trust for some people because because that was built onto me by years of bullying and it's still there in my background. Even though I try not, even though I try not to have it, it's just there in my brain.
But yeah, and now for some people, I guess it depends on what works for the person. Now, there are some people who feel more cathartic after they've actually spoken to the person who abused them and, having more of that one on one encounter and forgiveness. For some people, that's what works for them. And for some people, what works for them is to just forgive them individually without telling them.
I,
If that works for you, then do what works for
you
you.
might want to mute me on your channel real fast. I'm about to say something controversial
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay,
because
gonna.
uh, the me being bullied in school and stuff makes me when I see people when I see people attacking the gays or the transsexuals, whatever or whatever, I just go all out on I defend them because I know what that's like to be bullied. So when other people are bullied and like them, I go full force on the people bullying them. Okay, controversial thing over. Because of my experience.
Be your friend. Really?
Wait a
Why,
minute.
yes,
Pause
I
it.
want to be your friend.
All right. I am guessing that you're done talking about that controversial thing now.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me put. All right. Play.
I got a new friend.
This was a copyright-free song that I used. This is supposed to be like a parody of how, like, you see in so many romantic movies where the couples run towards each other in a slow way. Now, I can understand why some people would criticize this, saying, dude, this montage goes on for way too damn long.
I gotta say, for this, even though it would take a while, you should really you probably should put chapters in these videos if you can.
Yeah.
So we can, like, if you want to, we can skip the intro, skip this part.
Yeah, but I actually remember filming that. I am not actually.
I know. You're not Beethoven. So.
All right, continue on.
We're gonna be friends forever, Mustache Man.
Why, yes, I agree, Eric. We will be friends forever. Nothing can tear us apart.
And they never saw him again.
8 months later. Why the 8 months? It was just a random number that I picked.
Hey, say, I should give Mustache Man a call. This is such a lovely day for Mustache Man. Oh, hello. I got a phone call. It's from that dickhead Alec. I'm just gonna ignore.
That's spot on.
Mustache Man hasn't been picking up lately. What's his freaking problem?
What do you mean
Hey,
by ear
Mustache
surgery?
Man, what's up?
This perfectly represents my encounter with Tyler at the lunch table.
So, what could
Hello? Anybody home?
That's a good question.
I heard, hey,
What the heck?
Hold up. Vandalia, pause it.
I heard a rumor what pissed Mustache Man off. I heard you stole his cheese. Is that true, Eric?
Maybe it's all a conspiracy with the Jehovah's Witnesses from the second movie.
Or is it maybe Mustache Man is vampire?
Or maybe, just maybe, Mustache Man actually is a part of the conspiracy, like with, like, having technology be so difficult on us and not working when we want it to, is because Mustache Man actually organized a conspiracy, like, for world domination. Oh man, but yeah, right on target. That's so awesome, man. Like that, it was so meaningful to you, and after how you shaped his life, that's so awesome, man.
Wow.
All right, let's continue on.
I mean, come on, people, really? If you don't want to be someone's friend anymore, at least tell them you don't want to be their friend anymore. Don't just start ignoring them for no reason. I mean, come on. At least be nice enough to at least tell them that you don't want to be friends with them anymore. That's the mature thing to do. God, some people are just total dicks. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go on a quest to go find a new friend. A friend who won't do this to me. Alright, let's go, peoples. Let's go on my quest to go find a new friend.
Go back to Canada Beaver. I remember that I told my mom I was gonna go gone from the house to film this. She was like,
Wave hi to the neighbors.
"Okay."
Let's keep a lookout. Let's see. Nobody yet.
My old shoes.
Hey, say, I think I found a place where I can find a new friend.
Oh my god, I was such an idiot. I was just randomly recording people without their knowledge. Oh god, Eric, I shouldn't have done that. No.
What's up, homie? What are you doing here, homie? Do you want to be friends?
The gangster from episode
No,
4.
homie, cause you're white. Gangsters aren't friends with white people.
But you're white!
Why, you're white? Get lost, homie.
I love that Jim Carrey face.
Wait, I found a new friend.
Rocky! The dog before Simba.
I know you'll be my friend.
I loved Rocky. Oh, I loved Rocky with all of my heart. I was so devastated when we had to put Rocky down.
I remember that. Not that, but I remember my dog. But it'd be funny if Rocky had walked off too.
Oh my god, that would have been funny. I guess now that I have Simba. Yep, and Remy. Remy was Rocky's father.
Yeah.
You'll be my friend too, Remy. And you too, Rocky. You two will be my friends. So, all in all, if you're just gonna start ignoring people, you're a douchebag. But if you don't want to be my friend anymore, well, sorry, you're a loss. Oh, come here, Rocky. You'll cheer me up. You douche.
He runs away. Hold up. Pause it.
Now to see those two, I guess you just need to give Simba a big hug now, right?
Yep. Simba's right behind me, but yeah. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna stop the screen share on this so I could read your thing. Hold up. Yeah. Yeah, yikes. But yeah, episode 12.
Four more episodes until the end of season 1.
Yeah. Season 1, man, that. Yeah, season 1. What a season.
Well, 4 more episodes, like I said, because when I divided the playlist, I usually made it between 6. Usually the seasons have about 16 to 25 episodes.
Do you want to know what really pisses me off?
This was a cool way how I did it.
Girls! Yes, I know. I've already made a pissed off video about girls.
The
Now I
topic
got a
I've come
whole list
back
of
to
things
the
that I
most.
forgot to mention about girls that pissed me off. Alright, as I said last time,
Hold
girls
up,
never
Ben.
know what
Let
they
me pause it. What did you say, Junebug?
Hey, I'm 31 years old and they still piss me off.
Yep.
want. They can't decide if they want a boyfriend or not. Is it really that hard to choose if you want a boyfriend or not? And do you want to know what really pisses me off about girls? When they freak
So
out
yeah,
at you
pause it.
for
There's a reason why that I changed the location, because originally I was filming when my parents were gone, but then my parents came home and I didn't want to have them hearing me scream, so that's why that I went into the tool shed. And yeah, this tool shed was the standard for filming things that piss me off videos the entire time I was at my parents' house. And then the last time that tool shed was used was in 2019, and then the rest is history.
Now you gotta film. You gotta film in that tool shed again just for nostalgia. Bro.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I definitely should. Maybe this year is the 15th anniversary. Maybe I can film again in that tool shed.
There you go.
I could just ask my parents. Oh, look. I know it's weird to ask if I can film in your tool shed. It's for a reason, because in all my old pissed off episodes, I would film in the tool shed. And just for nostalgia's sakes, I just want to use that tool shed again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you noticed, a lot of my newer episodes have been filmed in my car because I want to be careful not to yell too loud in my apartment. So that's why a lot of them are filmed in my car.
Yeah. But man, girls though. I mean, you have rants about this one the most, but it's just so true. I mean, because it's weird. Like girls just. I don't know how to explain it. Girls just, seem to always have unnecessary drama that comes with it.
Or they'll bullshit you. Like, case in point, 2 years ago, I almost dated this girl named Whitney. Then I noticed she wasn't texting me as much, and then I called her out, and I was like, look, it can't just be me putting in the effort into this relationship. You need to put an effort too. And then a few days later, she sent me this video of this guy saying, well, you shouldn't be chasing after people who aren't chasing after you. It's like, look, I care about you. I really, truly want what's best for you. And I love you, but not enough to be chasing after you. And, don't be chasing after people who are chasing after you. Then I was like, okay, so you're saying that we shouldn't date. She was bullshitting me saying, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm like, that video made it extremely clear. And she was bullshitting me saying, no, that's not what the video is about. I'm like, don't insult my intelligence. Do not bullshit me. That video made it extremely clear. And then she was like, I'm not arguing with you. And then she blocks me. I'm like, wow. Talk about not being upfront.
Gosh,
I mean, don't you think that she made it extremely clear trying to tell me, Eric, I think it's time for us to go our separate ways. Don't you think she made that extremely clear?
Yep. But she just didn't have not meaning, okay, obviously, bigger speech here. Obviously, she just did not have the balls to tell you that.
Yep.
Bigger speech.
Hey, Tyrannotherium.
Tyranno.
I hope Kenny hasn't been bothering you. He can bullshit us all we want, but it's so clear who Kenny actually is.
Yep, we proved it.
Right, Eddie, what do you mean prove it otherwise? No, Eddie left a comment saying, then prove it otherwise, right? I'm like, are you referring to what Whitney said to me? But yeah, this things that pissed me off episodes about girls, and I was talking about how this Whitney girl was bullshitting me. She was trying to break up with me, but she just didn't have the balls to tell me that she wants us to go our separate ways, and she kept bullshitting me.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk all day. Eric, I mean, how many videos, how many videos have you made about girls?
I've lost count.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most popular thing, but like, it's the one that is most relevant because, you know,
Everybody is because everybody relates to having those relationship issues.
exactly. And, you know, I'm just saying, I would love to, honestly, what I would love, Eric, I don't know if you have any, but any female subscribers Eric has, I think we would also like to have a different perspective on it. Boys.
Yep.
I mean, Eric, I'm sure you would be willing to do that. Like if a female one of your subscribers ranted about boys.
Yeah, totally. I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Because it would be interesting to hear a different perspective. Because maybe it could look at it this way. Maybe it could honestly help some guys, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay, I understand. If you're a
Oh,
girl and you get
this color grading, it got so bad.
pissed off at your boyfriend for flirting with another girl, then you have every right to be pissed off. But if your boyfriend just is talking to another girl, is just friends, then you have no right at all. Let me get this straight. There is a huge difference between
Wait, pause
just
it.
being
Dapper,
friends and flirting.
when you say pre-ring, what do you mean? Like, I've never been married, so there were times when I almost got married, but then I dodged a bullet, so.
And what really pisses me off about girls is that when they think you're cheating on them all the
Yeah, I
time.
hate
Like,
that. It's
wow,
like when
really?
they falsely accuse you of cheating when they have zero proof, and then you tell them, no, I'm not cheating on you.
Yep, I know.
Oh, the pre-ring, right? Like, yeah. This was filmed when I didn't have the best camera equipment, so yeah. But yeah. Yeah.
If you think your boyfriend's cheating on you, then don't date him!
That's a good point.
All right. Do you want to know what's the number one thing about girls that piss me off? When you date them and they won't even hang out with you.
I hate that when that
You
happens.
know what the whole point of dating somebody is? Is that when you actually see them, when you actually hang out with them.
This is a good follow up for your last episode.
It is. Oh my god! Like, I had that happen my sophomore year. I dated this girl named Katie. We dated for 6 months. I was always the one trying to make plans to hang out with her. And there was one day I was looking my absolute best with my hair, my clothes, the way how I looked. I looked my absolute best that day. We were supposed to hang out on that day, but then she flaked on me. She flaked on me that whole entire time. And we never hung out once. I was so pissed. And then get this. Not even a month after we broke up, she started dating this new guy like named Colin. Instantly hung out with him, would hang out with him all the time. But yeah, right on target. That is a good point. You know, if we never actually went on a date, then can you really consider it dating? So.
That defeats the whole
But yeah, hey
point
Vandalia, pause
of
it.
I mean, yeah, no. I mean, it's just amazing that, you know, the thing that amazes me, though, is sometimes, like, because I've had that, especially with my ex who was in the military. Yeah, she definitely accused me of cheating. I'm like, believe me. I mean, yeah, no, I would never cheat on her because it's like, I mean, yeah, that would just be extremely disrespectful to cheat on her for a multitude of reasons. I feel like a double jerk for cheating on a girl who's in the military.
You know? Yeah.
Like, but I mean, so I've been accused of that. I think every one of us has been accused of cheating on a girl that we were dating, and she has zero proof of it. She just assumes you're cheating. Like, I've never really put up with a lot of girls who ghosted me. You know, like, because usually if they ghost me, I don't really send them the, I don't. Usually I do follow the three strikes rule, but like if you, I don't know, like I had one girl who did ghost me, and then I just told her we're through. I was a man of my word because she ghosted me once. Because I live in a small town, okay, and she said that she was in a car accident, and like, yeah, everybody was sitting there telling me, yeah, she's making baloney up. So then I was like, okay, well, you lied to me, so we're sure. So,
yeah, and it's really fucked up to lie about being in a car wreck.
That's what girls do, though. They lie about that stuff sometimes. So, like,
yeah,
I had one buddy who was dating a girl who he met online. And by the way, I want to stress before I finish that statement, she was real because they did meet up. But guess what she lied about?
What?
He couldn't get a hold of her for a week, and then she said, "Sorry, I was kidnapped," and she was lying.
That's horrible to lie about that.
I know. Well, so I just said, dude, dump her.
I would.
Yeah. So and there's definitely something there. Girls and their drama, the topic you have ranted about the most.
Yep. But yeah, I was just frustrated with that Katie girl because I constantly I was the one trying everything that I could to make it work, trying to put an effort to go on dates with her. She never went on dates with me, but then with the guy after me, she would go on dates with him all the time. Oh man, I'll never forget how pissed I was. But hey, that was 15 years ago. It's in the past.
Well, then probably, I mean, let's put it this way. Maybe it's her loss because Colin was probably a jerk anyway, right?
He was. Like, he cheated on her, and so yeah, karma.
Bite in the ass.
That it does. But yeah, dating's hard.
Sometimes I wonder if it'd be easier to be gay.
I have heard that, so.
Well, I was joking. I want to know.
But yeah, round target. Technically, we never really were together in the first place, if we never went on a date. But yeah, we had the title, we had it on Facebook and all that, but we never actually went on a date. So by that standard, no, we never actually dated in the first place. But I was still frustrated because I was the one trying to put in all the effort. But hey, it was a learning experience for me. I was like, hey, if the other person's not going to put an effort, then there is 0 point for me to put in effort.
I've told girls too, because I don't have Facebook or anything, like, don't even put you can put you're in a relationship, but don't even say my name or anything, because I just prefer not to be online, even on Facebook, like, even though I want, which is hypocritical, I know, because of what I'm trying to do, but like I said, I just am I'm honestly just gonna have other people run my stuff. That's one of the reasons why, like, even the Instagram, I tell people, don't follow me. The Instagram is just for messaging people for sit down by the fire. So I don't want people to follow me, even if I had a Facebook or anything else. So, and I've even told girls that listen, you can say we're in a relationship, but don't say with me, because I don't like social media.
But yeah, I guess I was just raised like with honesty. I was raised to be honest, and so But yeah, so I really had that hammered into my brain growing up to be honest. And so I guess that could be why that I get really frustrated when people aren't honest with me. But yeah, I was frustrated because I felt like that I wasted 6 months trying to go out with her. But hey, I guess I was young and naive, and I didn't understand that, hey, if they're not.
Well, this is not. This could be interpreted as a controversial statement, but it's not really controversial. But like, all guys have a problem. Okay, and as we get older, I think we kind of learn not to think this way. But every guy has a problem that we think with their dicks. So, but we've kind of, I think, as we've gotten older, we kind of learn not to do that so much, right?
So Round Target says that's a bad decision. People will take you less seriously when you reach out as a business that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I'm not going to consider it.
But yeah. I guess that was on me trying to chase someone who wasn't chasing after me. But yeah, I will admit it. But hey, I was 16 years old. I was young, and I was really naive at that time. But yeah, nowadays though, now I'm in my 30s. Now I have learned, hey, if they're not putting in effort, then I'm not going to be wasting my time.
Right.
Dating somebody, and you won't even hang out with them. Guess what? Last summer, I dated this Katie chick for
I was just talking about that.
For almost the first semester, almost the whole first semester. But then guess what? She never hung out with me. I dated her for 4 months, and she wouldn't hang out with me. Not even once. We never did hang out. Not even once. Really? What is the point to date someone and you won't even hang out with them? All right.
That is still a good point. It's like okay, if you're gonna go through the trouble to even saying yes when they ask you out, then if you're not gonna put in the effort, then you shouldn't have said yes in the first place. So because of that, I'm not the only one who was at fault.
I think you get my point. Girls just piss me off. Girls are just assholes. I'm sorry. If you're a girl and you're watching this, I'm sorry. If you think that I'm being sexist, I don't mean to be sexist. It's just that the point is, girls just piss me off. I'm sorry. Girls just piss me off. I'm just sorry. They just piss me off. What really pisses me off about girls, when they whine about everything.
Guys can be that way too. Goes back to the drama episode. I mean, that is a good point. Like, if you're not going to give your date a Valentine's Day
Alright, I
gift, you
have
better
a
have a
lot-
damn good reason.
True.
So yeah, I will admit I was being an asshole at that point. So
I have friends who are girls, and is there anything wrong with that? No. Nothing is wrong with that. And another thing that really grinds my piss to a boil about girls, when they won't let you hang... Okay, who
oh,
is
funny.
that?
Pause it. That knock was non-intentional. What happened was that my older brother was outside and he heard me yelling, so he decided to mess with me, and so he knocked on the tool shed. And then me being clever, I then improvised the whole knock into the video.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that inconvenience, but another thing that pisses me off about girls, when they won't let you go hang out with any other girls or talk to them.
You know, for a second I thought you were gonna have a girl on the other side. You'd have that someone.
You should have had the return of Cindy Lou.
I should have, yeah.
Because she does. Well, I don't know if it's supposed to be the same character, but she does come back in other episodes.
She does, yeah.
Where as she hit, I know one in the future. See, you get hit in the face with boobs.
Yep.
What's the difference between the Cindy Lou and the Amber character?
But yeah, Amber Turd, that is not supposed to be Cindy Lou. It's but yeah, I've already dived into the story about how Amber Turd became a character in the movie, but yeah.
What? How many times do I have to tell you? Who is that? Wait, we should go find out
That lighting is
who's
horrible.
doing those knockings. I think it might be somebody or something. Me and you are gonna go check right now.
It's like the Winnie the Pooh horror
Sorry
movie
for
for
all
lighting.
the darkness. I had to hide. Who could it be?
Your lighting's better. Because I can.
There are my dogs.
Hey,
Go. They
I
are
almost
the
said
witnesses.
Simba, but no, it's Rocky.
Rocky, who did you see knock? Tell me now.
It was me.
Rocky, who was knocking?
Oh my god, and I should have
Tell me.
dubbed Rocky's
Jerk.
voice saying, "It was me."
On a quest to go find who was doing the knocking on the door. Oh crap, the door's locked. Guess I have to take the other way.
But yeah, and I didn't plan that. The door actually was locked on me. But hey, I'll be right back. I'm really thirsty. I'm gonna go get a Gatorade. Hey Simba. Hey Simba, we love you. You're spoiled rotten.
So Junebug, what's your opinion on these old episodes?
I always like watching them. You know, because I mean, I'm probably one of Eric's oldest subscribers. I remember watching him. I don't really remember if I watched these when they premiered, but like at least a couple days afterwards. So I always enjoy watching them. So, and now it's weird, but it's good weird that I've been a fan of Eric, and now I can call Eric a friend. It's kind of like one of those surreal moments. So I always do enjoy watching them and like, man. So
If you were the director of these old episodes, would you change anything if you
Yeah, I would change a lot of things. So yeah, there's so many things that I would change. Okay,
Eric,
there wasn't any more Gatorades left in my fridge, so I just got a water. So
Eric, we're not going to get any Lucas cuts, so things that piss me off stuff, right?
I'm not against that, but unlike George Lucas, no offense to him, I'm going to give people the option to watch the original versions.
Exactly. No, like I like the idea, dubbing Rocky's lines, dubbing for Rocky or something like that, because I feel like, especially when the DVDs come, we do need to at least, watch why would people want to buy the DVDs if they can watch it for free on YouTube, right?
Exactly. So exactly, yeah.
And plus, like I said, we're 7 seasons right now. Season 8 will come once the next season gets about 16 episodes. I think. I can't remember what we're at right now.
But yeah, it is the 15th anniversary. But yeah, to all those who have saw on Facebook, yes, I am in a new relationship. It's with my friend Courtney. We've been friends for over 10 years. We decided to finally, go for it as a couple. So yeah, so I'm hoping that this relationship that I'm in now is gonna be my last one, because I'm not getting any younger. So,
Right.
but yeah, thank you, Dapper. But yeah, we made it official the day after Christmas. So yeah, her and I were hanging out on New Year's Eve. I mean, to be fair, did he ever? As far as my knowledge goes, I don't think he ever went after the despecialized guys.
No, he didn't, because that was fan made.
Yeah, and I mean, even then, Lucas still should have done it himself. Like, he still should have. I mean, he still should have re-released the originals officially rather than unofficially by fans.
Right, Eric, and I'm sure you get it as a filmmaker. Man, why did I do that? Why did I do this? Right, but.
Yeah, and I'm that way looking back on my old things that pissed me off episodes. I'm like, okay, I shouldn't have done this or that, but hey, we can be our own worst critics. And yeah, Dapper, I'm guessing I'm saying that because I had my early midlife crisis when I was 25, so
Yeah, kind of related because it kind of when I realized that when I heard around in my late 20s, I realized, oh crap, I'm pretty much the exact same age that George Lucas was when he made Jaws.
Oh wait, I think you mean Spielberg.
Yeah, sorry, we're talking about George Lucas and everything.
Oh, that's all right.
I mean, same difference. They're both filmmakers in the 70s, and they're pretty much the same person. At least that's the conspiracy that I heard.
And then they came together to make they came together to make Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about what they did. We don't talk about what they did with the 4th movie. Thanks.
Or the 5th one.
Well, the 5th one especially.
Okay, now quarter life crisis. Yeah.
Crap. I'm locked out. So what am I gonna do?
But yeah, so that's why that I really pushed myself to go off to college.
Yay, I finally got back into my house. I'm so happy. I finally got in.
Okay.
There's a knocking again.
Okay, now with that knocking, that was not my brother. That was me that time.
Who's doing that? What? Who's doing that? Come on. I need to find out who's doing this.
It's Cindy Lou again!
Oh no, not the crazy chick again. Why will you keep knocking?
Manually pause it. Alright.
Is it just me, or did Cindy Lou hoo-hoos get bigger?
Maybe it's just the camera angle that I had it.
Hey, Eric. Maybe for a future episode we should do that, where somebody gets to touch Cindy Lou's hoo-hoos.
That would be funny.
Hey,
Well, I'm sorry, lady. Just girls piss me off.
Slow motion.
Yes! Boom! I tried to film it in a way where you could tell that it wasn't my own arm.
did you ever get hit in the face by a boob?
Hold up. What, sorry?
Did you ever get hit in the face with a boob?
In real life or in the series?
In real life.
In real life, no.
I'm sure you've been slapped before by girls.
Yep.
Kicked?
So what, sorry?
Kicked?
Not that I remember, no.
Yeah, no, I've been kicked, slapped, pinched, and then bitten.
You've been bitten?
Yeah.
What did you do to have a girl bite you?
Does it count if they're a 2-year-old? I've been by a 2-year-old girl. Does that count?
No, I said that we were having fun, and I said the wrong name.
Wait, when you say having fun, do you mean you were doing the dirty deed?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's on me for asking, so.
You pulled the Friends season 4 finale with the wrong name.
I said the name of a girl without even thinking about it because I was a little drunk and everything, and then I said the name of a different girl. She bit my. It was literally like a Charlie bit my finger moment. She bit me, but it happened to be on my bad finger. Where this finger is weird. It's actually
Simba, PU.
The finger is actually flexible because I actually had a teacher who accidentally slammed the door on my finger, so it's flexible. But all around, it has no pain receptor except right where the bend is. If I hit that, that's one of those crack pains, like fudge level pains where you're sitting there and it hurts for a long period of time. And she bit me right there.
Ouch.
Yeah. So that was not fun. Needless to say, that relationship didn't last.
Well, yeah. But yeah, so. Continue on.
I see stars. I see the light. Help me.
Do you want to know what
Pause.
Sounds like Amber Heard versus Johnny Finger.
Well, I say we're here 6 to 6 episodes.
All right,
again.
so next time we'll catch up with episode 13. So Vandalia, out of all the ones we watched tonight, what was your favorite one?
The technology one.
And why would you say that's your favorite?
Well, mainly because it's something that I deal with still nowadays.
And knowing that I predicted wireless headphones. That is hilarious. I totally need a follow-up on that.
Yeah, you need to contact Apple and show them and see if you can get your permission.
But yeah, so Vandalia, did you have a least favorite one that we watched?
I guess if I had to choose the least favorite one, I'd say between the friend one and the food one because they both hit close to home.
Understandable. So yeah, Junebug, same questions to you.
I think I got to say the technology one, especially in light of recent events, obviously.
Yeah.
So thank you, Restream. As far as like least favorite, I guess, I mean, if I had to pick one, probably the food one. But my least favorite episode, I don't think it's coming till like season 4, maybe.
I'm not sure.
It's the longest episode that you did.
You mean the one about school shootings?
Yeah, it's just because that one's not funny, but it for good reason, obviously.
Yeah, because I don't think that there's any way I can make jokes about school shootings. So that's why that one isn't funny.
I mean, unless you like sit there and say there was a school water balloon fight or something, and we like extremely parody level of it, but like that one, like we make it abundantly clear that it's meant to be funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but oh my God, you're walking on eggshells. So yeah, that was why I was like, okay, there's no way I can make jokes about this, so that's why I just didn't make it funny.
Yeah. But it is a good episode because that's one of the things I do like about things that piss me off. It's like, yes, it is a comedy series, but like I know you're not into talk about controversial stuff on your channel, but like with things that piss me off, if we can find a way to make it funny, but if we can't make it funny and it's a serious enough topic, we will talk about it. You know what I mean? But you know, because it is a comedy series at the end of the day, but it's also kind of a series it's also a very truthful series too, because that's one of the things I always kind of like about it, especially now that we're older, you know, talking about some of the stuff, you know, which I think some of it makes it kind of funnier that we're basically behaving like high school kids sometimes with doing this. But you know, it makes it funnier, I think, in some ways. You know. Like,
oh yeah, definitely, yeah. But yeah,
that's why I always compare it to South Park, because you know it is essentially like live action South Park and Monty Python.
Especially with Rise of the JWs, especially that. But yeah, Dapper, I have a ponytail. It's taken me a long time to grow it out. I've been growing it out since August 2022. For the good half of 2022, I was bald. I have the second movie to testify that. So yeah, I've been growing this out since August 2022. And I just finally reached the ponytail. Finally. Oh my God. It takes patience to grow it out to a ponytail. And I've been wanting a ponytail since I was in high school. But now that I'm in my 30s and I moved out of my parents' house, I can do what I want with my hair now.
So since I have nothing planned until the third Saturday of, I don't have any episodes planned until the third Saturday of January. You want to continue this Saturday or next Wednesday or both or what?
Let's continue it on Saturday. That works for me. Junebug, does that work for you?
Maybe. I might be doing Christmas with Dad.
Christmas?
Yeah, he got sick during Christmas and didn't get to celebrate Christmas with him. So.
Okay. That is totally fine. But yeah, if not Saturday, we can shoot for Wednesday. That's totally fine.
Yeah, hopefully whenever you can, your microphone problem will be fixed. Hopefully.
Yeah, we can hope. Yeah, and we're not tech savvy enough to get that all situated. But hey, at least
but if anyone out there wants to be my producer, I'll accept that. I need a producer.
But hey, at least that I thought of this. So
yeah.
Well, if we can't get it to work, we'll just do this again because as long as the chat can hear me, you guys can hear me. Oh well, I mean, so that way the chat doesn't have to. The chat does not see my ugly face. So
nice.
Don't be too hard on yourself, man.
Yeah. Well, anyways, anything coming up on your channel so you want to advertise?
Yeah, plenty of episodes of Let's Watch a Movie planned all the way on till April. But even after April, I'm wanting to schedule more. I I know there are some really big movies like that hit the public domain this year that I now legally can put on my YouTube channel.
Like
I
like 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 Steamboat Willie.
Yep, yes. I am wanting to put that on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna have to put a few disclaimers in the video because Disney did trademark Mickey Mouse, and legally, if you try to make people think that it's from Disney, you can be sued. So I will have to put a disclaimer in the video saying that me uploading this video has no affiliation with Disney in the slightest. I'll
Neither does this T-shirt.
But yeah, I will have to say that this is fair use since that Steamboat Willie is now in the public domain. So yeah, so I will have to edit in that disclaimer. And yes, Dapper is also right. I was just about to mention the movie The Man Who Laughs hit public domain, and that is pretty significant because The Man Who Laughs actually was the movie that inspired the Joker. When you go and watch that movie, you'll go, yep, I totally see it. So yeah, that hit public domain. The second Winnie the Pooh book, The House at Pooh Corner, that hit public domain this year, which is why Tigger's showing up in Blood and Honey 2. A lot of other movies are now public domain, so I am wanting to take advantage of that. But yeah, now public domain day pretty much is my best friend now, since that my YouTube channel really exploded because of public domain. Hey, Ghost Rider, I actually was waiting for you to join, but yeah, Ghost Rider, we finally figured out who Kenny is. So yeah, we figured out who it is, and he's wanting to bullshit us. We're like, don't bullshit us, dude. We know exactly who you are. So yeah,
Sit down by the fire. For those who want to be on, definitely, if you guys can always email me the email if you want to be on, anybody, because we are booked pretty much until May for interviews.
Yeah, we have some interviews planned. We actually are trying to reach out to some people, trying to get on for Sit Down by the Fire. And yeah, we got lots of things planned for Sit Down by the Fire. We have Sarah Karloff coming back for Sit Down by the Fire. We even have Lynn Lugosi coming back for Sit Down by the Fire. And yeah, and the third Things That Piss Me Off movie is coming out this year. So
yeah, and I guess, so this week for Sit Down by the Fire, the only real big celebrity that we're going to have is Eric. Why don't you tell people?
Will the Farter. He was in Jackass 3D, and he was on the Howard Stern show. He was born without a butthole, so they surgically made one for him. And because of that, he can fart on command. So that's why he was in Jackass 3D. And Ghost Rider, answer your question. I'm hoping to have it premiere in the summertime.
So yeah, Will the Farter will be on. We're booked for Sit Down by the Fire pretty much until May. I had to move some people around, but yeah. So if anybody wants to be on Sit Down by the Fire, let me or Eric know, and there's going to be a waiting list because we are booked.
But Ghost Rider, heck, if you want to be on for an episode of Sit Down by the Fire, I would be down for that.
Did he say he wants to?
No, I'm just throwing that out there. So yeah,
Okay, yeah. And then April 24th, I plan on doing what Eric does, showing Sunday movies, not to copy after Eric, but what I'm going to try to be doing is the Junebug Films Sunday movie, where I'll show Sunday movies like what Disney Channel used to do back in the day. And then after that, I do plan on uploading public domain cartoons every Saturday. So basically, your entire weekend can be full of Junebug, because you have Friday sit down by the fire, Saturday cartoons, and then Sunday movies. So
Okay, so Ghost Rider said that he is down for being on an episode of Sit Down by the fire.
Well, real fast, as for me, now that I have my voice back again, which has been dead for the last a month almost, I'm going to go back to recording, playing some game footage again, game videos, uploading them. Besides Things Be Spin-off series continuing, on the third Saturday of this month, I'll be starting my mini series on Before the Earth, the history of the universe before Earth, with my cosmology guest, Landon Knoll. And then on the last Thursday of this month, we'll be continuing our Roman history series, talking about the famous guy of them all, Julius Caesar, the Julius Caesar chapter.
Okay, so Ghost Rider says that he'll be on Sit Down by the Fire, but he won't show his voice. Okay, that is totally fine.
You mean the face? Yeah, I won't show my voice.
Oh wait, sorry. I meant he won't show his face. He won't show his face. Sorry. I misspoke. So I guess he'll use sign language if he isn't going to use his voice. But yeah, he said he won't show his face, and that is fine.
But until then, never stop learning and enjoy the randomness. We will see you all next time. Bye.